All right, we got audio now. Sorry about that. Woohoo! We're doing this. We're doing this. Here we go, holy ones. Yes! He made it. Yes, I did. Thank you for being here, holy ones. And I'll wait for there's a few more people for a second here. Tonight, we're just going to kick back and chill and talk about spiritual awakening. So thank you all for being here, all my starseed families, holy ones, indigo children, starseeds, Azarites, Oraphim. Give credence and shout out to the three universal flames, Holy Elohai, Machiwa, Holy Seraphai, and Holy Braharama. Blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. The ones, you would say, they're also called metaterrestrials, who created all the extraterrestrials and the planets. So thank you guys for being here. And I want to say, now there's at least 30 people, so I'll say, hey, you guys, I'm so sorry about being late. And it's always better late than not doing it at all, right? But thanks to Indigo Wizard. Usually Tonya tells me, hey, are you going to do a live? But tonight it was Indigo. So thank you, brother. Appreciate it so much. I just got so involved with my next video that I'm making about the Athean, which are mantis beings. Let me just show you real quick. So, let me see. I'm excited about it. So I think it's really cool. Let me pull this up. I'm working on the mantis beings. They're like praying mantis. But they're like beings called the Athean. They're one of the guardian races. So this could be part of one of your spiritual awakening if you guys are like, this is still me working on the backgrounds and the actual characters. It takes me a few days, man, but I'm excited about this video. So let me turn that back off. And say hello to everybody. I hope you guys are mad at me. So it's like an hour and a half late. It just means that we're cool. We'll make it work, and still it'll be worth coming. Machiwa. Kevin, greetings, Holy One. Thank you for being here. UTD, been a member for a long time. Thank you for supporting this work, Holy One. Star Seeds. Eddie Hanley. Machiwa Eddie, thank you for being here. Anna Finley, hello sister. Good to have you. Connor Saints Bowen, oh good. I just, yeah, it was working. I forgot because I was running around with my head cut off, so to speak, to try to rush. As soon as Indigo told me I had to create all of the text, create the pictures, create the lighting, and set everything up. But I can do it fast now. I'm pretty good at it. So Cecilia, welcome, sister. Celine, big hug, sister. Thank you for being here and for being a moderator, you and Indigo and whoever else is coming in. Galactic Center OG, hello, Omni loved ones. All right, so thank you, Robin. Love you too. And we're so glad to have you as a regular, always coming to these get-togethers, right? Aloha to Guardians of the New Earth. Welcome, Holy One. Deborah, David, greetings to everyone. Sir Mendism. All right, you upgraded the name. What's up, Mendism? Good to see you again. Wait, it's jumping around on me. Jesse Starseed, welcome, Holy One. Blessings to you too. Giannis 1111 in the house. Machiwa, another. I believe that color star is the 6-month star. Thank you for supporting this work, Giannis. Much respect, sister. And Celine supporting this work. Let me see. Robin Kirk, welcome, Robin. Amel, good evening to you. I have to sneeze in a little bit, you guys. Of course, with people staring at you, it's hard to sneeze, right? Fog Mellow, Machiwa, welcome back. Eddie Hanley, it's my uncle. I don't know if that's a good thing or a negative thing. Dukava official, what's up? First time on the chat. Respect to you too, Holy One. Sally Polar in the house. Well, since I started late, now we got Australia joining us. Thank you, Sally. Good to have you. From the Clouds Creative. Hello from Australia. 2 people from Australia. I should start at 7:30 more often. Welcome, Australia. Amanda Joan of Heart in the house. Joan of Heart. That sounds familiar. I think you contacted me, right, sister? I think it would be great to do an interview with you. If you're the same person I'm thinking of. Machiwa, Mike Agsmal. Machiwa to you. I hope I said that right, Mike. Or could it be... Yeah, Mike. Another way to spell Mike. Welcome, Holy One. Lana from Scotland. Wow, we got some people from the other side of the world coming in. Angelo Solis, Ohio. Welcome, Ohio. Welcome, Angelo. From the Clouds Creative. Woo, Aussies down under. You said it, yeah. Kane R. Hi, it's my first time on your live. Followed you for a while, brother. Love from UK. Whoa, I just got confirmation. All these people coming in right now from Europe and Australia down under. Marty Snyder, Green Bay in the house. Welcome, Moogie D. Ferguson. Love you too, brother. Or love you, brother. Thank you. Wait, I can't see your picture. I'm guessing you could be male or female. I can't see the picture. Thank you, though, for being here. Harmony in the house. Oh, your name is Harmony is you too. Welcome. She says, hello, everyone. Welcome, Harmony. Thank you for being here. Yeah, a lot of Aussies, right? All right. Thank you guys so much for being part of this crew, holding space together. Okay, so this was rushed, so I'm just speaking from, I always do that anyways. I just come from spirit, right? I just, in the flow. Since I didn't pray, let's do it together, but let me blow my nose. Since I was about to sneeze, I couldn't. Let me do that real quick. I should, 1 second. I wish I could see you sometimes when I need to see, right? Without. Thank you for your patience, you guys. So, and I like the incense before you pray. Where is my charcoal? It's right there. Let me grab it. Yeah. Triple. Sorry guys, but that's basically everything I need to get. Unless we decide to get lit, then I'll have to get that. So, people in religion pray to these extraterrestrial beings, Yahweh, Allah, Brahma. We connect to the beings who are actually serving law of one and unity consciousness and Christ consciousness, who are within omni love, unconditional love. And I always connect to Holy Elohai. And since Shaddai Uri is about the blue flame, 13th dimensional Elohim, so I always say that right before. Shaddai Uri Akuntan. Shaddai Ure Akuntan. Shaddai Ure Atu Akuntan. Holy Elohai. Holy Elohai. Holy Elohai. Guardian angelic nations, please protect me from any physical danger or harm. Keep me safe from any darkness or hatred or black magic or curses. I thank you for all the times you've already protected me. Please guide me in this transmission. Help me remember the teachings, the Emerald Order teachings. Help me articulate the teachings. Help me be accurate in the teachings. Help these teachings reach those who need to hear it. Co-create with me. Join us. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I do that every live. I do that for every live, you guys. I always make sure I'm in the right place and space and that I am being accurate. It's always, and people always try to draw me away from the teachings, or they'll say some ridiculous things about the teachings. Oh, you don't need to follow those teachings, you know. My channel is called Christos Avatar. It's based on the inner Christos teachings. I'm talking from the inner Christos point of view, not some other point of view, not from your ideas. You don't need to be telling me what I should do or shouldn't do, because we're laying it down. I will always strive to be accurate with these teachings. Machiwa. The Elohai, excuse me, I drank the water wrong. The Elohai are the highest beings in this 15-dimensional time matrix. Not in all of creation, but in the time matrix. The 15 dimensions, they are the highest ones. This is why I choose Elohai rather than Seraphai or Violet Flame. To each their own, whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you resonate with. But if you're praying to Yahweh, Jehovah, Father God, or Jesus, or something like that, we talk about God, we talk about Jesus, but not from that point of view. The real Jeshua, who was an indigo child, wouldn't want you worshiping him or praying like that. So, but that's, religion. And so we're not against religion. We simply are exposed the distortions, the negative energies that are talked about in religion. It's part of your spiritual awakening. So we got it going on. So I got everything ready, everything's set up, and we're cleansed and prayed, and now we're ready. Spiritual hygiene, you guys. Smudge yourself regularly, daily. Even if you think you're good, you go to the grocery store and come back, you're bringing something in your fields. It's maintenance. Maintain your purity. Maintain your energies. Be mindful of them. Be mindful of any shifts in attitudes or tones, shifts in emotions. Okay? Because this is all energy. Energy, oh wow, sorry guys, I missed that. Much respect. Let me. P. Douglas! OMG! P. Douglas, thank you, Holy One. For you, thank you for sharing light. Wait, it's not scrolling all the way down. Oh, here it goes. Thank you so much, P. Douglas. Thank you for supporting this work. That helps so much because I survive. I literally survive off of your guys' donations. It's always free will based. The membership area is free will. People are supporting $5, $10, $50. This is how I continue to work and do this full time for you guys. Much respect. Thank you for that exchange of energy, P. Douglas. Blessings. And glad you're here with us. You probably have been here, but not everyone talks and chat, and that's okay. Giannis 1111, Star Sister 999. I love those positive numbers. Oh, MG. Thank you so much, Giannis, because we know it's not your first time. You're an awesome blessing. Thank you. Jesse Starseed in the house. What's up, Holy One? Thank you so much for helping out. You're awesome. You guys are beautiful. And it's a community. Thank you. Much respect. Gratitude. And so we work together. Okay? We're bringing in this unconditional love together. If we didn't, who would? Right? So the guardians are bringing that frequency. The Christos frequency, the Christ consciousness, the unity consciousness. We're bringing it and holding it down into this world, running and sending and sharing that frequency instead of judgment, instead of fear. Why would you want to be around fear? Why would you want to be around any type of, you would say, negative vibration? Like, seriously, think about emotions such as that as frequency that influences you. I would rather have the love frequency, unconditional love, omni-love frequencies versus, it's based on, it talks about love in the Bible, but it's a distortion. It's conditional, not unconditional. In that book, God is not unconditionally loving. Certainly, it's also not omni-love. Love all. That's what omni-love means. So it's not a hippie thing. It's not a new age thing. They don't talk about omni-love. Have you ever heard of that term before outside of these teachings? Love all, omni-love. Okay? We talk about unconditional love, no conditions, but also love all. So this is a big part of these teachings, you guys. It's part of the law of one. It's part of unity. It's part of Christ consciousness. Is loving. You know how powerful love is. We make shifts. We make changes in the world, in our life, in our conversations, in our relationships with love. Not something based on monies, based on beauty, how sexy you are. No, this is based on the inner beauty, the inner value, the intrinsic value. First of all, the lesson is, in the law of one, all are intrinsically equal. There's no one who's better or worse, whether you think someone's fat or skinny, ugly or beautiful. There is no polarization, left or right, good or evil, right or wrong. Everything is equal. Everything is divine. Even if it's a fallen angel, that's a divine being, because we're all part of the Creator. We're all part of the unified field of God. God is a consciousness. God is not a man, a boy, a male. But that's what you get in religion. A whole divinity of God, the Father, the Son. Where's the woman? You see the distortion. Just the fact that you're calling God a male, well, that's a gender. Gender implies there's two of them. Male. Okay, once again, where's the female? Oh, it came out of the godly male, man. BS, transmute. Bring back up the divine feminine. We have divine feminine and divine masculine. Did you notice you can't get birthed? Your ass can't get birthed without a woman. So all those guys that get chauvinistic pigs or who are downtrodden women, look at women as lesser or lower, that is one of the first things you clean up in your spiritual energies. You know, because what you were doing before didn't work, right? So we're doing shadow work, working on your negative thoughts. We're doing ego work because there's a big fat ego in some people's identity. So we clean that up. Okay? It's not service to self, me, me, me. It's service to all. Service to others. That's the way the guardians roll. I just want to give a shout out, an extra shout out to my moderators because they're doing service. Okay? So I'm doing service. We're doing service, you guys. Service to others. And it is I say this in a positive way, it's a privilege. It's a joy to serve others. If it's not, then something's off. Okay? Be unconditionally loving. Be kind to people. Help people. Assist when you can. If anything, yes, there is some positive lessons in the Bible when Jesus does talk about in certain ways. This isn't the actual Jesus that we refer to, but it's still one of the Jesus who was enlightened in his own way, the 9-strand Jeshua, Jesus. And so follow those lessons and get rid of all the other ones. The dark, twisted, distorted teachings, the false creeds. Let go of false creeds. You guys are familiar now with what are false creeds. We list them. Okay? We also list the 12 attitudes of mastery. Let's look at the difference right here, right now. Just the name alone. Just the name alone, you know this person's a troll. Right? Goodbye. See ya. All right, so let me bring this up. Thank you, Indigo, for that. So, and you guys will see that this is prolific. These false creeds that are in religion and in society are prolifically everywhere. This is what we're contending against as guardians, as indigos, as starseeds. So let me pull that up real quick. If it gets bad, we can go back to 1 minute, 1 message per minute. But so far, they're not doing that. So, okay, we got this whole thing. It's pulling up, not in Photoshop. Let me fix that. Properties should change pictures to be JPEGs to Photoshop. Okay, now let's do it. And now let's switch over to there. Okay. So this is what we call, the Guardians call the Dark Templar anti-Christic creeds in modern day belief systems. This is everywhere in most religions. Fear. It's based on fear. It's based on guilt. It's based on judgment. It creates elitists like, you know, the Sadducees, the Pharisees. It's patriarchal. It's downtrods the women. Most religions on planet Earth are patriarchal. Most religions are sexist and putting down women. It is part of their, even in their creation stories, such as the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve. BS, transmute. These false creeds by the Dark Templar, that means the fallen angels and the demons, the negative beings. Okay, according to them, it's about we're all sinners, and we must be subservient, and we must sacrifice because God demands it. The fake God, the false God, and it's about being materialistic, and it's about not the real gods, but surrogate gods, ET gods. That's who you're blind worshiping, and not to mention they have no problem sacrificing, murdering, and eating animals. Okay, so this is what we're contending with in today's world. However, this is part of the attitudes of mastery, but I will bring that up too. But this is the original, before religion. This is before religion. This was, we didn't call them religions, they would be spiritual sciences, because it is a spiritual science. As you start to learn and study this, it is a science. So this is based on the inner Christ, the inner Christos, the law of one. All are equal, all are one. Intrinsically, we're equal. Everyone. No one's less, no one's more. But even spiritual so-called people are speaking lip service to Christ's service and acting like they're better. They don't get law of one then. They still haven't gotten it. They're still fake. They're still posers. And you can call them out lovingly. This creeds, the original ones before religion, were based on love, joy, grace, gratitude, respect, responsibility, trust. You will recognize some of these by, let me pull up the PDF. I have different things popping up. Let me bring that up. No, wrong thing. This is what happens when you start the live late. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, I'm pulling up, you guys. Which is in Cathara. And you guys, we have a link for Cathara. So if you want this link, Celine or Indigo Wizard will give it to you. Well, I think I gave it to both of them. So let me switch over to the PDF, because we're continuing on this concept of how we're meant to be as guardians. Right here, these are the responsibilities and attitudes of mastery. You're trying to develop your spiritual mastery. See, it's not based on dogma, okay? Or the 10 Commandments. These are attitudes and responsibilities of personal self-mastery. You don't need to get mastery from Jesus or Yahweh or some self-proclaimed archangel or some guru or whatever. And I'll bring up that as well. Okay, we learned not guilt, sin, and shame. We learned about love and grace and gratitude, reverent respect, responsibility, trust, accountability, impeccability, fearlessness, engaged attachment, joy. And if you want to learn more details of this, it's in the Cathara workshop. Or no, actually, Dance for Life workshop. And you guys, you should be able to find this stuff on your own now. You put the name Ashiana Dean, and then you put Dance for Life workshop, and then you should get results. You should call it video workshop. Ashiana Dean, Dance for Life video workshop, and there you go. We set you up with the videos and the PDFs, so you can learn this and study this at your own leisure. So let me go back. Proof. Sorry, I didn't mean to disappear my part. So yeah, you guys, there was something else. Yeah, let me pull that up. Okay, 1 second here. Okay. I have thousands of notes, but I link them all. I got a whole index of how to find stuff fast for me. So okay. Okay, so basically what we talk about, religion is cult mentality, you guys. Let me check and make sure I'm back on. Okay. And cult mentality, because think about it, religious people are looking for something to worship and be subservient to. They've been trained and conditioned to that. Since they were little kids, they're following their parents' footsteps. For ages, people have just been looking out here and following and not being an independent, sovereign person. I am God, I am sovereign and free. They're nothing like that. They're not acting like they're God. They're not being sovereign. They're not being free when you're in spiritual bondage and subservience and blind worship. Cult mentality inspires you to give your personal power of creation and self-generated salvation away to some externalized authority figure. A few examples of popular externalized authority figures to which we have been culturally programmed to unthinkingly subjugate our personal worth and to surrender our divinely given personal inner Christos power are as follows. External God personifications instead of inside, right? External God personifications, saviors, ascended masters, saints, angels, gurus, popes, kings, priests, mystics, wizards, psychics, governments, politicians, scientists, doctors, experts, critics, PhDs, looking out here, looking, serving, being subservient. Coincide. In these inner teachings, inner Christ teachings, we talk about going inside. Okay, to find God. Okay, not out here. This is a hologram. There's nothing out here. It's a projection of the inner self, of what's you're connected to. So there is nothing that's actually external. Everything is internal. This is the principles of the hologram. And what is the hologram's 15-dimensional time matrix? It is an illusion of externalization, an illusion of physicality. Okay? But we know that up there. And it's just like you agree to go into some virtual reality game system. You know that it's just a game. But when you get immersed in it, you're not thinking of it as something that's fake. Same with the Guardians. They know this is a creation of God. God made this place. It's meant to be experienced as... First of all, we are... One second. We wanted to know what it's like to be an individual. You're never an individual, but in the illusion, the technology of the hologram, we can experience what it's like to feel individuality. You're not an individual. I'm not an individual. You're always part of a avatar collective. Remember, we talk about that number, 1,728 selves. 1728. You have that many as a minimum, because indigos and starseeds have a little bit more because we're doing rescue missions, so we have more lifetimes. But everyone, even a potato bug, even whatever, a human or an angel, we all have 1,728 other selves. And so, mixed within the whole multiverse, placed throughout the multiverse. So, this whole thing about looking out here, nothing is out here. That was what I was trying to address. There's nothing out here. Stop looking out here and start training yourself to go inside. Machiwa, Holy Ones. And remember, we have Templar. Okay? Now, it's mostly talked about by Eastern spiritual systems like Hinduism and Buddhism, but it's not limited to them, you guys. This is a universal concept, not just them. Okay? This is a universal concept that we have these chakras, the Guardians call them Templar. All of you have Templar. This is the keys to the kingdom. This is the keys to experience higher levels of God's creation called the time matrix. Machiwa, go inside and find yourself. Simone K. Thank you, Star Sister. Thank you so much for supporting this work. Do you know the rules which allow a Christic being to be kept bound? Well, that goes into the Metatronic. Well, something similar that it made me think of is what the Metatronic bodies are, which are, and what they actually did was they attacked some of the Guardians who were helping it was some of the Metatron guardians who were going in. They were escorting their family of Anu Elohim from our phantom matrix to the other Wezedak black hole system phantom matrix, and they got attacked there. Now they're not ascended masters outside the time matrix because they came in. This is why they were vulnerable. Once they came in, they're vulnerable to falling and being caught up and bound, like you said. So they were bound in that way. Otherwise, yeah, there's something that Lisa Renee talks about when some beings are attacking you, or you want to say a specific thing, like express and break all, cut all ties or attachments, cut all old contracts, you dismiss all the old contracts. Just know, like when I say no, just realize, know that you're part of Creator. And do not allow, put the intention there, put the affirmation there. Sure, maybe you're trying to find some techniques, and I'm sure they're out there. But I'm just saying, hey, the first thing you want to do is make it right here. You do not allow anything else to come into your fields. You do, this is why we're practicing Maharic Seal. If you were practicing Maharic Seal, you wouldn't have any problems like that. So you guys want to be crossing your I's, your T's, and dotting your I's, and making sure you're doing all the things. That starts with the basics of ego work and shadow work. If you don't have shadow thoughts, if you're not having shadow connections, and you're connecting and speaking and understanding unity, treating others through Christ consciousness, you're not going to be bound by jack shit. Okay? We just commit. We're just standing in our conviction. Know it. Own your Christ light. Own your inner Christos, baby. So I want to see this thing by Lisa Renee if I can. Okay, where is it? Where is it? I just got to think of one word, one key word to help me find it. I can't think of the keyword though. But let me check real quick. I might think of something. All right, thank you for your patience as I try to bring this up. Because it's worth it. It's worth waiting just a couple seconds. Okay, so darn it. Right? Because I want to help you. There's this something that it's about. I don't even know how to find it. So Simone K, can you get in touch with me after the live, and I will find it for you. I will help you out. I just can't remember right now, and I don't want to. I'm here with 95 people. I don't want to just sit here and try to find it. But basically, what I just suggested is something that's very powerful. Knowing that, like, you'll start to realize you don't have hardly anything trying to attack you when you're actually standing in a very high Christic state. Knowing that you're part of the inner Christos, knowing that you're connected to your inner Christ, inner God spark, and know it's a spiritual war. We might be targeted by these entities, even people on our planet. We're going to be, people don't like something that opposes their agenda. Their agenda is about the ego and controlling others, dominating others, using the tactics, the false creed's tactics of fear, intimidation. Okay? Getting you wanting to worship. Thank you for those hearts, holy ones, whoever's doing that. Bless you. So, right? So this is just an understanding, but I think I appreciate your support, Simone, and the question. So, bless you. Anuhazi Memes, many blessings to you too. Jennifer Isaacson, welcome. Oh, okay. Yeah, either, Simone, you can do it either through my Facebook direct message or Instagram direct message or my email. Let me give my email. It's in the description below. All of those I just listed are in the description below. But let me make it easier by putting it in chat. So, 1 second here. Okay, so if it's Simone K, I can't answer all people's emails, but I'll be looking out for Simone K. You guys have to understand, I have over 375,000 subscribers, so a lot of people are trying to contact me every day. But anyways, yeah, you guys, this is a spiritual war, and we see it happening, and so the biggest thing is just to get your spiritual affairs in order. Be disciplined in your lifestyle, because it does take effort to do this. It doesn't happen overnight, because there's so many things we got to change. We change our lifestyle, we change our thoughts, we change our words that we speak, we change how we treat others. Okay, we are also be mindful of our energy systems. Be mindful of how to protect yourself. And so we always suggest starting with the Maharic Seal technique, which is in Kathara, which we share the PDF. But you guys, don't just limit yourself to the PDF. Watch the Kathara video workshop series, which is a 21-hour workshop. But this is like the flagship of these teachings. You would say it's one of the most important teachings to learn. And so everyone should be learning Kathara, biospiritual healing, it's called. And think about it. There is so much to explain to 3D people. This is why it's 21 hours long. Because you have to break down the whole 15-dimensional time matrix. You have to break down principles they've never heard of, like the dimensions and the density matter and the Huva bodies, the Merkaba field. Okay, all these concepts are crystal seals, and so these are things that have to be broken down and digested and understood. Realize, and it might take time to study it over and over a few times, because it is advanced ascension mechanics. All right, you're going to learn many techniques besides besides Maharic Seal. Because the Maharic Seal is about creating your Maharic shield. So sometimes it's just called Maharic Shield, but the actual technique is Maharic Seal, because we're creating a Maharic shield. No, not creating, activating it. That's what I meant. You have 5 shields, but the high one, not the highest, but the one that we're trying to get is the, thank you for those emojis and hearts, holy ones, is the Maharic shield, okay, which is 12 inches below your feet. It's a circular rotating disc, it's got a thickness. It's a plane, not a sphere, but a disc. Okay, that's a certain thick, but it's described as like 8 feet in width or bigger. So we get used to visualizing all those things and knowing how to do it. And at first, it will take you some time to put it all together. Your first few times of trying to put it all together, you'll have to go and train yourself and practice. Have patience with yourself. It's worth it. We're talking about your ascension, man. You don't want to stay on this timeline. This is truly serious matter, because this is a descending earth if you stay on this timeline. You want to go to the inner earth or the Tara, 4D inner earth, 5D Tara. And I know there's different things going on. It's not like the Voyager's book completely, because things have changed since the Voyager's book. Okay? By Yasha Ashiana, our teacher, is the main speaker of the Emerald Order Guardian Alliance on Earth. So you want to study and learn Voyager's books, Book 1 and Book 2. There's a third book called Angelic Realities. And once again, you don't have to get the physical books. This is on PDF. You can download it. This is on PDF. You can download it. This is what we share. We share the links for you to download them. Any device. For free. Now, I've been told, but I simply don't believe it, because it's been 12 years. I've been told that Ashiana plans on bringing these teachings back. Oh, yeah? Okay, 12 years. Okay, we're still waiting. So we find it ourselves until then, if it ever happens. If it happens, woohoo, yes. If it doesn't happen, okay. We're still fending for ourselves. We're still guessing and trying to figure it out without the shield. We create our own shield together. You know, it's not just about a certain indigos. There's other indigo children here. We're a group. We're coming in as a group. What's up, indigos? What's up, holy wands? Okay, it's not about one person, thankfully. And it's not owned by one person. It's the Emerald Order teachings. It's a universal teaching, not limited to Earth. And anyone teaching, like the speakers, were actually translators. Okay, but the teachings are in us. They're part of who we are. You see how you can't copyright that, but people do. And so we are all about, this is why part of what we're doing, incarnating on Earth, is part of our mission, is to be operating, first of all, personally operating from these teachings, from these principles and mechanics, and also speaking it, having relationships within it. Okay? Having conversations with these concepts. Be a person that represents these teachings. You guys, you don't need to be some expert or master. You can find Christ consciousness within you. It's a natural thing that you're automatically, it is available to anyone who chooses with their free will. Okay, you're not being punished and sent to the lake of fire. That's horrible. What are you talking about? Is this what you resonate with? I don't have friends in that bucket. People who resonate with anger and fear and murder and sacrifice. What? I don't think so. I'm not hanging around that type of people, that type of consciousness. I don't want that. We put boundaries on that energy. Do you want that energy in your life? Are you for example, are you living with the narcissist? Why? Why haven't you moved on from a vampire, energy vampire? Okay? They're just pulling you. They're feeding off of you. They wouldn't be acting like a phantom if they weren't a phantom. They're aligned with phantom if that's their character, if that's their mentality. What are you doing living with them? You know, a spiritual journey is about making changes. Did you make any? You know, like, did you divorce? Did you break up? Did you put boundaries? Did you make changes in your speech pattern? Did you check your thoughts and regularly and start transmuting them to a Christic type of thoughts? You see, this is what spiritual awakening is, 2024. Okay? We're learning about aligning ourselves in a different light than we used to. That old stuff, that old patterns, you guys, we release, we let go. It didn't serve us. It's not serving anybody. All those teachings from religions, most of those false creeds, they're keeping you disempowered. Now you rationalize murder. Several races in the Bible were murdered by Jehovah, Yahweh God. Joshua, go murder all those women, all those men, all those children, all those animals too. Why not? I don't think so. That's the kind of stuff we transmute. We're not rationalizing murder. We're not rationalizing sacrifice. Jesus was sacrificed. All the Jews were told and commanded to sacrifice animals. And then humans were sacrificed. It was a blood ritual sacrifice. War, blood sacrifice. When the Jews were commanded to smear blood on their wall, blood sacrifice, before they murdered all the kids, children, babies of Egypt. Not to mention all the black magic spells of chaos. Chaos magic! Sorry for shouting, but that's the energy that you're worshiping. Can you imagine such a horrible, dark, powerful frequency sending murder to children, man? No. You good Christians are just devouring that, accepting that, rationalizing murder, rationalizing sacrifice, rationalizing blood rituals like communion. It's about these dark shit, man. This is what these beings represent. They hate you. Fallen beings hate. Guardians love. We're bound, we're connected to the unconditional loving love and omni-love. You could love someone that hates you. As a matter of fact, you guys, when these beings were falling, we're like, they're our relatives. They're cutting off their 12 strand of DNA intentionally. We're looking at them and trying to understand how could you forget God? How could you do such horrible things? How are people capable? Where is this coming from? It was these fallen angelic. That's what the Guardians call these ETs. They call them fallen angels. These malevolent alien agendas, NAA. These dark, false creeds that we showed you on the screen were brought to us by the Anu Melchizedek. By the ETs. The ETs and their little races like the Anu Melchizedeks, Lord Melchizedek, that's not the actual guardian Melchizedek. You see how they try to replace all our terms like original sin has nothing to do with humans. But they want to put all these concepts that your inner Christ knows, that you may not be, your mental reasoning mind may not remember, but your inner spirit, your inner Christos, your inner God spark knows these concepts. So they put these words and terms out there that part of you recognizes. So they're going to use stuff like Eden. Eden's someplace on another planet. They're going to use something like original sin. Original sin has to do with dark avatars in the 11th dimension. And the 10th dimension. Okay? So we're getting all these concepts from these false creeds, false teachings. You're meant to learn lessons from Abraham and Isaac and Rachel and Jacob and King Solomon and all this. When you realize those are not our people. When we talk about hybrid extraterrestrials, and that, for example, one example, because we're not sitting here pointing fingers to, that nation is fallen angelic. That nation is fallen angelic. But the Guardians do talk about the Sumerians as being Anunnaki races, soul essences in human hybrid bodies with the Anunnaki agendas. The Sumerians were fallen angelic people. So no wonder they're worshiping Anunnaki gods. That's what Babylonians, Akkadians, Assyrians, Sumerians were worshiping. Fallen, angelic, negative aliens bringing you false creeds of putting down women and bringing out the sexist patriarchy, baby, and bringing you fear and guilt and subservience and shame. Bow down. No, human race, get off your knees. Dismiss and transmute these dark creeds. Who wants to get lit? Who's going to get lit with me, holy ones? I know we started late, so you guys, I won't be offended when you leave, but we're probably going to go to 9:30 tonight, which is Pacific Standard Time. You don't have to stay the whole time, but I know some of you will. If some of you want to get lit with me, put a fire emoji in chat. What's up? So let me check for questions. If you guys have any questions, please make sure you tag my name, put Christos avatar in your question so it becomes highlighted. Horace, is it okay I have a little fun downstairs while watching your streams? Yeah, no problem. We're easy going. No, and you're getting the code, Horace, right? So thank you for that. Whoa, it's 1 p.m. where Mandism is. Jennifer Isaacson. And I might do light language when I get lit. There's enough of you right there. So let me go get my medicine. It takes 12 seconds. 15 seconds. Well, maybe 18 seconds. Okay. It's just because the timing is off. So because I started an hour and a half late. So since the timing is off, I want to do something different. Emana. I did some college, but I didn't get a degree or anything. Around that time in my life, I did go to art school. I did learn some video production and stuff like that, and I learned a lot of I learned some algebra. So I was taking some classes in college, but then I was becoming an entrepreneur in those days, and so I quickly just started. I don't need to go to college. I'm making money now. Like. There was times in that business that I once had. I had some cutlery business, you could say, self-defense products business. No guns, no, nothing like that. It was all swords and knives. And I was doing well for myself. It went up and down, but at the highest peak, I would have $8,000 in sales a day. That was like freaking awesome. I didn't need to go to college. I hired like 8 employees at the time. I was buying hundreds of swords at a time and sold them retail. I imported swords from Spain. This is part of the story you guys have probably never heard of me. But of course that all went away. And I went into spirituality, and I actually sold that business. And then I became poor, and then I became homeless. But that was okay with me, because I was focused on what mattered. I was focused on changing. And in a change, remember what I said earlier, you let go of all your past shit. Okay, you go on into a new focus. And I was prepared for that. And it wasn't until I became homeless when I started having all this supernatural, paranormal stuff happening in my life. Because I was going towards a different purpose, a different mission. And that was aligning my soul, myself with my soul. So, of course, things are going to start happening, right? When you do that. When you're not putting your stock and value in this 3D world and what matters, instead of start going and doing what spiritually matters. I don't see there's any problem making money or having money, but what I'm saying is if it's the mission of your life and you don't see anything else, then that could be a distorted energy. Just saying, that's all. But isn't it beautiful if you aligned income stream with your work, your mission? That's what I meant, your mission, your spiritual mission. I need close-up glasses for this. I have to use my toothpick, poke each hole. And there's 9 holes. Oh, don't break the toothpick. Be more gentle. Dude, these glasses are cloudy or something. Something's wrong with the glass. So yeah, my whole thing when I was younger, I wanted to be an actor and even make movies. And so I was a background actor. I was like one of the best actors in my high school. I won the talent show twice from my acting and in my category. And then then I came up with the idea is I need a hell of a lot of money to make my own movie, even if it's just an indie film, which is another way of saying independent film. So I said, hey, let's try to make $100,000 somehow so I can make my first movie. So I didn't get that far, but that's where my life direction originally was. But this is probably why I'm good at video and good at making movies. I'm very creative and artistic. Remember, I have a small art background, not a big one, but it was part of my life. I went to illustration school. It was in Arizona at the time. It was called Collins College. At the time, it was called Al Collins College. So it was teaching me how to use art to make a business as a freelancer. But I didn't go that route. I ended up quitting that and saying, hey man, I'm going to focus on this internet business. So I still have some ideas of being an entrepreneur, but only through spiritual products or services. No longer knives and swords and police batons and tasers. I was selling pepper spray. I was selling pocket knives, all the name brands, Buck, Cold Steel, Leatherman, anything you can think of. I was in the industry. I was going to the big Las Vegas conventions, meeting other people around the world who were selling these products wholesale. It was a whole different life. But I was able to hire people, run my business while I trotted in Ukraine dating Russian models and doing photo shoots. I was lost, man. I was going in a whole different direction than what my soul intended, but that all got straightened out by Spirit. So let's get lit together. Your right hand is your transmitting hand, your charging hand. Every time I do that, I feel it in my palm chakra. It's weird. You feel the energy in your palm. Whatever you put your hand over, you should be able to feel your palm chakra interfacing it. Just like the throat chakra comes out like a wormhole. Shit. Like a funnel. A funnel. Out the front. Well, so does your palm. That's how chakras work. There's a front and a back. So if you got front and back, and then you do something like this, you got to know what you're doing. Machiwa. That's one of the distortions in Reiki. They don't incorporate that. Let's do this. Now, this medicine, whatever you believe, because people are going to have different ideas and different beliefs. I do it scientifically, and I look at it, and I see exactly how it's every single time it boosts my chakra. I literally feel my chakra. It doesn't matter what people are saying. When I see it, and the scientific experiment is repeating itself over and over and over again. Every single time it boosts my chakra for 45 minutes or longer. So people can talk their smack, they can say their shit, they can judge and malign. Let them. Because they haven't done their shadow work, they haven't done their ego work. They're spewing false creeds and making judgments and all that. You can see the medicine already working. It's a frequency, man. It only takes seconds. You co-create with this medicine. I don't care what planet it's from. If the medicine is actively doing positive effects, there we go. You can talk shit, you can talk smack, because people will bless you and your path. That's not our frequency in the Christos. So what are you serving? Makuye. So besides Machiwa, what I just said right there is not my English language. It's my light language. So I know it will come through, especially if I'm leaving it open to come through. Myself, my inner Christ, my inner God spark. This is what you will experience. I mean, within yourself, when you connect to that, go inside to yourself. And every now and then, do some plant medicine. Native Americans do it. They share it. They go in the tent. They pass around the pipe. It's a long pipe. And the elders are doing this, passing the pipe and speaking spirit, like spiritual topics, going deep. We're going deep. This is a frequency. Okay, this was the frequency before. Now it's up here, but over the hour or so, it goes back down to your base. Or you get lit. Okay, so for a little while, you're there. You feel it. You see it. You understand. Yes, you can do this naturally. That's not what I'm saying. Are you listening? Whatever your potential is right now, plant medicine will go like this. Get it? So you stay at your baseline, you stay at your baseline, you stay at your baseline. Go ahead and just stay at your baseline. Someone wants to boost. They're not at baseline. They're at different levels than your potential. You see what I'm saying? And people will argue, man. They're going to freaking argue. They're going to leave their low vibe comments. So this is part of Spiritual Awakening's lesson. Are you spiritually awakening? We're spiritually awakening, huh? Huh? Machiwa Holy Ones. Because you know how those people are pretending to be light? You do realize there's ones who aren't pretending and they see you. You're like naked before a whole council. Machiwa, there are higher councils. There is higher dimensions. We're in the third. What? What's that? There's fourth. There's fifth. There's sixth. There's seventh. There's eighth. There's 9. There's 10. There's 11. There's 12. Okay, so do you see there is so much more? Are you even considering more? Go outside the box, outside the planet. No, it's not a flat earth, homie. I swear. I promise it's not a flat earth. Achiwa. It's round. It's even described as spherical by the Guardians. All the spheres of spheres of spheres. God is spheres. Why do you think in the mentor technique, you see a white sphere? And notice the color. White is the wave spectra, the frequency of the 12th dimension. That's a high vibration when you just realize you're from the third. There are 9 dimensions higher than you. Higher in body form, higher in consciousness. That means if you're at higher consciousness, you remember more of God. You're closer to God because you're remembering more. Down here, we don't remember jack shit. Earth humans, earthlings, the Guardians call them earth seeds. Okay? But we have star seeds. That means beings, DNA templates coming from beyond our, not just our galaxy, outside our universe, man. Because we're in the first density universe of carbon matter. There's greater universe levels, homies. Don't limit yourself to 3D. There's much, much, much more. Just check it out. No, and it don't take drugs either to do it. This is just your own decision, your own free will. This is my free will to experience both worlds, both this baseline, and I want to explore higher line. But there's a lot of immature people out there. They're going to say immature comments. The rest of you, hello, brilliant ones, you understand this level, this perspective, the inner Christ, inner God perspective, the unity perspective, the Christ consciousness perspective. Hey, you want to check someone out there if they're fake? Because sometimes it's so confusing. Is this the truth or is that person the truth? Who's the truth? You know, we were talking about the follower thing earlier. You don't want to be, remember, you want your identity, the true identity, as God sovereign free, not some follower, not some worshiper. And you're not worshiping yourself. You're not coming in from a space of arrogance. You're coming from the space of the law of one. You're in unity. You express unity. You know unity. So you see fake unity, and we point you out, homies. Oh, we love you. You're family. But I don't like you. We got different creeds. You're attacking the Christos. You're attacking all life. That's what vampires do. You're the vampiric black hole system. You're the phantom beings. You're the fallen Metatron. Holy angel, my ass. Remember, there's posers and there's the real ones. The real ones are calling you out, homie. Look, we're pointing. It's Thoth. Look at this shadow, not light. That's a lie. That's a hoax. That's an illusion. Not according to me, homies, but according to the Emerald Covenant. So I guess, yeah, it is me too. The Emerald Covenant. According to the Emerald Covenant, the beings who are outside of polarity, the beings who are serving the original intention of God, unconditional love, that was the Emerald Covenant to be here. Free will and unconditional love. Do the fallen angelics follow that? No. What do you think they're called anti-Christos for? They're against that. They're against the Emerald Covenant. They're against the Guardians. They're against God, Creator God. There's only one of those. There's no such thing as plural gods. Oh, there's beings trying to take that title. Oh, we're creator gods. We created you, the reptilians say. Oh, but then the Anunnaki say they created us. There's only one. Because when you talk about the Anunnaki, there's different gods. Why is there always different gods? But you say you believe in one God, but there's many gods saying they're God. There's not. Gods, plural. Did you get the law of one, not the one of plural? There's only one. There's only one. That's not plural, that's singular. So God is many, but the many are one. The one is many. It's one being having many thoughts. Can you count how many thoughts you have? Well, count how many God's thoughts are. That's what God is. God is the being who has all thoughts. You're in third dimension. You don't have all thoughts, homies. You're far from it. Damn, you're in a distortion. A low distortion. Doesn't mean you're damned. You still have your free will choice to make a decision. Now start operating from integrity, sincerity, honesty, honor, respect, love. Come back to the light, holy ones. You're not damned like they say in religion. You want to change your dark ways? You can. Some beings have approached the guardians to do a host matrix. Host matrix refers to DNA evolution. They want to be able to regenerate their lost or or heal their mutated DNA. I need a drink. Sorry. The energy is strong. Bless the medicine. Whatever people hate about it, I love the medicine. It's not, for me, I can stop. I always come back to boost myself every once in a while. This is something that you choose. And I would also say, besides cannabis, I would say, that stuff you put on your salad, mushroom. So, but I would recommend do a lot less. Maybe some people will disagree. I'm just telling you from my wisdom, if you want to call it that. Mochiwa. Do this less. Because more is not better. As a matter of fact, less is better. But I don't mean say once a year, Hey, if you're like progressive, right? You're someone who wants to grow fast. I would say add that into your life once a month. And hardcore people, twice a month. But I wouldn't go more often than that. I don't even do twice a month. Mine are too. They're almost frightening. What I mean frightening is the energy is so profound that intensity is frightening to a 3D body. So consciousness, part of me is 3D. So that frightens the 3D. We don't want to thwart our own lower selves potential by putting that on it. Let's be mindful there, holy ones. Machiwa. So bless you. Protect yourself. Bring up your mark. Seal. Wachika. See that Christ star, that pure white star, 6 points. Okay, so those that's actually two-dimensional of a three-dimensional star tetrahedron, a sacred geometry. It's like two shapes. Two pyramids, but one is facing down. So when you go into each other, it creates the star tetrahedron. It's actually two pyramids that create this shape. But realize that's only a two-dimensional concept of the three-dimensional geometry that's actually happening. See both of those pyramids spinning. And see that if you get good at seeing the six-pointed star Merkaba, star tetrahedron, it's a star tetrahedron Merkaba field. And so you're simply got this force called a Merkaba because you got two of these triangles spinning at different rates and speeds and directions. And man, the 12th dimensional one, it's the light spectra of pure white. And so you imagine a white star tetrahedron is like a powerful force. The most powerful force you can imagine is a Merkaba star. It's a universal power, not a cosmic one. Remember, cosmos is outside the 15-dimensional time matrix. Have you seen the Matrix? Machiwa. I feel like, kind of like opening to my higher fields, higher selves. Chikas Machiwa. Like I feel my crown, right? My crown chakra right here. It's like freaking intense, right? Chikas Machiwa. Machiwa. Asutai Makoishi. So let me let this light language through, guys, just for a little while, okay? Ochoma Suima Hanae Paka Aichi. Hai Machuka Aimuha. Ai Machichika Apochima. Hamachitani Kupohainicha. Hochichi. And I always want to say, or I always want to envelop this within Shaddai Ure, okay? So we can take it within Shaddai Ure. Shaddai Ure Akumtan. Shaddai Ure Akumtan. Shaddai Ure Akumtan. Ai Pachiwa Musuta Ipakahasha. Hai Chichilmai Tita Aiko Hamachi Wasu. Ai Pukachonya Papai Ke Hanuta Shi. Chika Ina Ovutsotai Mukas. Chichi Isita Mahata. Hahaiwa. Chiohanchi. Po Akachinine to. Boko Inichima Matachi. Hakai Wahon Moha. Hapachiwa Sita Ivakaye. I love you, holy ones. I love you. Blessings. So, I love to share that sometimes. I let it through sometimes. And it feels good. It's like I feel this light all in my chest area and my head area. Machiwa. Kuchi. And your palms are very sensitive. So that's why you see me putting my hands over my crown chakra to feel it. I want to feel it more. Feel the energy with both chakra. Bring in more of that energy into my chakra, into my biofield by simply, where thought goes, energy flows. So you put focus on something, you're sending energy to that something. This is how magic works. People know how to put energy on something or how to move energy onto another. Like dark magic is feeding off of. Magic is real. And I should do some more videos on magic. Just realize, holy wands, that it's being able to master life force. And from a guardian point of view, it's not controlling energy. From the guardian point of view, it's about cooperating with the elements. Like this energy at a base level, this is the magic that you use. Some people call that nature magic, but simply know that, yeah, it's lit, you guys. It's lit, right? So this is coming from your higher brother, Enuhazi. So it's a blessing to be with you all. So it feels wonderful, man. It feels good. Positive. Let's just say it feels positive. And I feel Kundalini all the way down my neck, my back of my crown, the back of my head, definitely down my neck. And, oh man, along my spine. Because that's where your chakra really are, you guys. They're not where your big fat belly is, if you have a belly or if you're big and wide. It's actually way back on the spine is the center point of the wormhole, a funnel, of the gateway, the event horizon. That's a Merkaba star, baby. And when you start to see it in your mind, you practice visualizing it. You keep on seeing the animation of a Merkaba star spinning in pure white. You can do it all the chakra. Let's do the 12 chakra. A red Merkaba star. See, that's the root chakra. So you visualize near your anus your red root chakra. I'm not trying to be explicit, but it's being specific. It's way down there. And so that's your root chakra. That's why it's called your root. The bottom, the base chakra. Chakra 1 is the red light spectra. So dimension 2 is the orange light spectra, and it moves up from the anus to the groin. Vagina. Okay, what? I meant penis. No, both. Both genders. Okay, so see, that's a little bit of a side effect, because this is like my family. So someone in my family is more sensuous and all this. Someone in my family, I don't mean my genetic family. Maybe some of them are my family. But one second. My lips get all dry, so I'm forced to keep drinking water. But it's a good thing anyways. Blessings to all of you. I love you so much. Yeah, there you go, Michael. That's a good idea. And to see something like a reminder like that is a powerful, it's kind of like using self-hypnosis on yourself. Like you put an intention, like you use an affirmation. You put that energy there. It's a magic or a wonder to 3D people. But we get used to manifesting. We know the techniques, but we know why it works. Okay? Because it's all based on consciousness. Your thoughts, which is consciousness, of course, is your astral consciousness. It's higher than our body. So it's kind of like the higher mind part of you, because your body's a level of consciousness too. So it is responsible for the animal and elemental and plant kingdoms. So those are different levels of consciousness on the way to human and up to angel, up to archangel, up to avatar, and then into, if you don't leave the time matrix, you'll go back to one of your eternal collectives, which is Holy Elohai, who I prayed to tonight together with you. Remember? Earlier tonight, I prayed through Holy Eloi. These are the first ones. The blue flame is always the first one. That's why it's called the Emerald Covenant. The blue flame is the Emerald Covenant, because they're the first ones. So out of the blue flame sphere, because remember, we're talking about not flat planes, flat earth. We're talking about spherical. The reality is, the truth is, according to the Guardians and Emerald Covenant and Guardian Angelic Nations, that's what they're called, literally. Also, there's something called the Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds. This is who it's according to. The Emerald Covenant, you could say the highest level of spirit is these three flames who are under the Emerald Covenant, under the blue flame. Not as authoritarian, just as in level of frequency. They have the largest frequency because they're the first ones here. So out of the blue flame came the gold flame. Out of the gold flame came the violet flame, the smaller violet flame. And then the rest of the dimensions, 1 through 12, are where pre-matter starts, and then crystal silicate. We have crystal carbon, and then carbon matter, which is our universe, carbon matter universe. And so, yeah, we have ETs, we have galaxies and stuff, and portal system to go different locations in space-time here. But to go to another universe, you got to use a stargate. Only stargates take you vertical into other dimensions. Wormholes, portals only go within that one dimension. but they could, of course, travel to the main Stargate. This is how consciousness travels. We're using portals, you guys. This is how God made it. That's why Stargates are a big deal. They're the conduit of communication amongst all these races of beings. The ultimate society. Call it the Kirashe. 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 Kundere. 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 Ochiwasu. Amaka hehewa anata yoshi. Amaka ewahana epachichiwasi. Hamakachichiwa hasuta emamaeke. Aepututa eboshima ekanahimahana. Haepatichika wahaiti. Hoshutotokoi mama maichitinima kakayoshi. Haemohona epitichikaye. This is why I feel like I've had connection to Native Americans. And I have this beautiful headdress. And there were some people who were offended by it. I'm like, dude, it's not Native American headdress, first of all. It's a shamanic headdress that I asked someone to make who was a shaman. I was only going to allow a real shaman to do it. And so, I mean, someone who understands the shamanism, that's what I meant. That was my thought at the time. You guys want me to show you it? I'll get it real quick. I want you to honestly tell me what you think of it. Okay, so. Yeehaw, baby! What's up? Yeah, yeah. Woohoo! Party time! We got this. Yeah, baby, what's up? Woohoo! We on fire! And I'm grateful for all of you guys who actually stayed or who are staying. It's an extra chapter in my life. Maybe you left after this part started. If some of you are into channeling, I only recommend channeling your own higher self, which the Guardians wouldn't call it channeling because that's within your own template, your own DNA. That's telepathy. You literally hear the communication inside. You hear it like when most people can't because they're not activating their psychic centers. You could call chakras psychic centers. So the more chakras you are working with, the more psychic perceptions, what's described as ESP, extrasensory perception. So that's why that's what it's related to. It's related to these chakra. I didn't even go up all the way to the 12th, did I? The solar plexus is the yellow ray, the yellow wormhole, the yellow vortice wave spectra, and then the heart is the green. Okay, so you saw an orange Merkaba, then you see a yellow Merkaba, then you see a green Merkaba, then you see a blue Merkaba star, 6-pointed star tetrahedron. Okay, you see this three-dimensional star tetrahedron. You know, and the triangles are going different directions, different angles and different spin rate speeds and different spin rate angles. So, and they're different colors of wave spectra. So, this is the green wave spectra, the blue spectra. This is the indigos. This is why indigo people are called indigos, because of the indigo chakra is activated, which is the 6th dimension, the 6th level. And we know from these teachings that the 6th dimension is celestial, angelic. So the angelic level starts at the indigo ray. Okay, so imagine a six-pointed star tetrahedron in indigo color. Imagine a star tetrahedron in a violet color spinning. Get used to seeing the Merkaba spinning. You might as well just start off with like that. See the Merkaba stars spinning. And there's a technique, because some people want to know exactly. That's the masculine way. I only know by the feminine way. Feminine or female way? Or Machiwa. That tripped me out, man. So I lost my idea for a moment. Don't you hate that? But wait a second. I got a question real quick. Sorry, guys. But it's on fire, man. I feel all over my chest and stuff. Well, good question, Niger. Remember I just said right here. This is where I just said, this is the indigo ray. So, your third eye is the indigo ray. So, you can check by simply, do you experience anything with your third eye? Do you see visions? Do you have some type of clairvoyance? Or even secular things, if you're good at visualization? Do you have lucid dreams? You know, stuff like that comes with third eye activation. So if you're having those symptoms, that's your indigo ray. So if you weren't indigo ray, you wouldn't be experiencing the sixth chakra. So yes. So in that logic, yes, you're indigo child. So the indigo ray, you know, that's our template. That's our DNA pattern. It's in there. So we have all kinds of indigos coming here to help the planet. And they think it's a new breed of consciousness. It really is. But it's actually an ancient consciousness, right? I mean, when we look at the full history. So this is some of our identity. Some of you guys watching this channel. So that was to Niger. If you got your third eye, and that means you're indigo, but a lot of star seeds are for heart or throat. You know, they could be third eye too. So I just want to say that they're not the same as star seeds, though, you guys. Indigo children are from Sirius B. Star seeds are from other systems, so it's not even part of ours. That's why it's called star, from the stars, other worlds being put in our DNA, man. So now indigo children are related to us because we're both from the blue flame. Humans are from the blue flame, family lines. And the indigos are part of that. So are the Azurites, which are blue angels. And the blue humans called the Maharaji. So we're all related because we are all under the blue flame families. We are a blue flame race. Okay? So, but we talk about 4 races in the gold flame. The gold flame races, well, there's actually a little bit more than 4. The main ones are Omicron dragon moths. So they're part dinoid and somewhat insectoid. They would have like insect wings instead of like Game of Thrones type of dragon wings, right? Not reptilian wings, but anyways, but still some type of appearance of dragons. So, but a bipedal dragon. And some people have called these things Mothman because look, they're dragon moths. So they're formed in 3D. Looks like what is described as Mothman. You know, I know there was some Richard Gere movie about Mothman prophecies or something. They made it into like a scary horror type of thing. But dude, if it's Omicron Dragon Moth, then it is a scary, horrible thing. This Mothman is wicked. The Dragon Moths, they're actually part dinoid and an insectoid, I would say. So, because they're called dragon moths. So it's actually the ones who created the Dracon. They're the race that created the dragons, ETs, the Dracon. And that's where we get the word draconian from. The Dracon are the draconians. So it's a river. It's a flow of spirit, of understanding, experiencing, remembering. Shikasmasu. There's that word again. See, I remember that word again. Sometimes if I pay too much 3D attention on it, it fades away. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Holy Ones. 88! A paradise cleanse? That sounds like fun. Oh, parasite cleanse. Sorry, I misread that. Parasite. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, you don't want no parasites. Dude, are you talking about a colon cleanse, Indigo? Well, Amanda, what we talk about is not from our dimension. We're not going to see dragons like we see in fantasy. I don't mean that. We're talking about alien dragons, dragon ETs. They're a type of ET. As a matter of fact, angels are ETs, archangels are ETs, demons are ETs, fallen angels are ETs. Are you getting it yet? They're all ETs. We're ETs. We're a type of extraterrestrial on a planet. We're not even from Earth. So we come from another world. We come from another dimension, the fifth dimension. That's where our race is, Tara. And so there we go. My Chihuahua. What's up, Nye? Stardust Goddess. I love you, Star Sister. What you doing? You know it's far-fetched? I got you. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing you haven't experienced any psychic abilities, right, Amanda? So it's not real to you. And but for others, they do see because they've opened this chakra. You know, it's like a science. Chakras are a science, man. It's not something you do, is some high in the spot, like fairy tale, nothing tangible. God is tangible. Okay, the soul is tangible. You can break it down. It's all interwoven energy systems and energy mechanics, and it's a multi-dimensional system. We learn about this unified field, and it's broken down into this density, matter, and dimensions. And so we have different cycles of time. We have cosmic cycles. Yeah, we got universal cycles. We have planetary cycles. We have something called time cycle, time continuum, time vectors. Now, space-time is an illusion, but that's part of the illusion that by design of the hologram of the creation. The creation has mathematics. That's why it's called a spiritual science. Math is part of God too. Machua. Nigear. Are you ever going to go on tour? I'd love to hear you talk live. I don't know, the Holy One. That's interesting. Maybe someday. Actually, Amanda, you got it backwards. Because when you get... This is dimensionalized system. And so when you have down steps of God, consciousness, life force energy, down steps means there's distortions. And each level is kind of like you put this beautiful picture in a copy machine and make a paper copy. Oh, look at it. It's not so great as the original. But then you make a copy of the copy. And then you look at it. It's even worse. You take another copy. Oh my gosh, it looks nothing like the original. That's what we are. We're like a copy of a copy of a copy all the way down to the third dimensional copy. It's pretty distorted. And so most people can't even see the truth until they start learning to awaken themselves, go on a spiritual journey. That means you're actually doing stuff like doing meditation, mastering consciousness, becoming a master of energy, have extrasensory perceptions. I'm assuming you haven't. Because if you had extrasensory perceptions, it wouldn't be based on faith or hope or even belief, because it's not a believing, it's a knowing. You know, you experience it, you're a witness. And so this knowing is hard to describe to people who don't have the same connection, and they're going to be disbelievers, just like you're disbelieving. And that is okay. That's your path. That's your level of frequency right now. But we all have the capacity within us to be Christed avatars. You can awaken your dormant chakras. The guardians call these Templar. And our DNA, our consciousness is distorted. It's mutated. This is why we're learning this biospiritual healing system. One of them is called Kathara, biospiritual healing. And you're going to learn how to protect yourself, first of all. And then you're going to learn how to awaken your chakras, each one. And learn how to create your Merkaba field so you can go through stargates. You can travel astrally. You could travel outside your body. You are experiencing moments of telepathy, or you're seeing angels, visitations of aliens, seeing UFOs, paranormal, supernatural. Maybe you're developing the ability to see through your eyelids. That's one of the awakening abilities. Also learning how to have past lives. You'll start to see like movies, which are memories of past incarnations. You go through reincarnation, you go through a birth, baby, kid, teenager, adult. You go through life and die. Then you come alive again, go through another life and die. Life, death, life, death, life, death. So you're doing all this reincarnation. You are not just going to heaven or hell. That's an utter nonsense and distortion. So our consciousness is not doomed to some lake of fire unless you put yourself there. You put yourself there through your free will choices and what you did in your every single life matters. Every single life matters. It's what's drawing you this way or this way. What thought, what thinking? Are you going over this way or this way? Right? And maybe we're not perfect, so you're going to maybe sway back and forth, but eventually you're going to start going towards the light, towards the sacred universal law of one, towards unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. That's what you're going to gravitate to. What's up, holy ones?
Make it a rap. Like dance, partay, celebrate.
Say to yourself with me, holy ones, I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Say it with me. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Know it, believe it, see it, imagine you will know. Kaye masua makas. Bless you, holy ones, awakening to your higher potential. You see yourself, your higher self. That's where you find who you are. Open your heart chakra, open your throat chakra, open your third eye. Do you know how? No? Okay, I suggest you learn Kathara Biospiritual Healing for free. Okay, where you can find it, because some people have uploaded these videos and these PDFs. Educate yourself. The name of the video tonight is Spiritual Awakening. Educate yourself in Spiritual Awakening, homies. It's a investigation. Check it out. Become educated in this consciousness and energy systems. Okay, you'll realize it's real, not imagination, not fake. Okay, you won't be doubting. And it's okay to doubt, but eventually you're going to need to get your spiritual affairs in order, because this is in a spiritual war. Humans are, soul essences are becoming into spiritual bondage. They're feeding, with their free will, they're feeding the vampires. So I got to cough. Like following these religions, for example, you're literally feeding demons and fallen angels. Literally. You're feeding phantom. That's what religion is. Based on the black magic, the murder, the sacrifice, the damning, the judging, the fear-mongering. Okay, some would say I'm fear-mongering. First of all, remember, this is the Emerald Order teachings. This is what you find in the books and the workshops. It's a spiritual war. You don't ignore that fact. You don't just wish it away and not talk about the fallen angels. Some people in the Love and Light and Clueless movement, that's what they're all about. Don't think about that. Don't think about nothing negative. Don't talk about anything negative. That's the New Age movement. It's literally a channeling movement. Information that you're channeling, getting from the fallen angelics who are using sci-fi type of technologies, man. They're brilliant, they're intelligent, but very dark. And they're being fed by most of you. The billions of people following these false creeds, these negative, twisted concepts are coming from fallen angels. Isn't it brilliant how they can mix some truth and twist the rest of it? And now you're following not the truth. You've been taken away from it, like rerouted, derailed it, changed the route. Your route has been moved over here now. You're not following your original purpose. Okay, same with believing that you're from the Anunnaki. Now you're feeding the Anunnaki. They're getting power over you based on your free will and your worship of them. So people are worshiping Inky Anunnaki. They call it just Inky, but it's an Anunnaki race. That's what Inky means. I mean, that's what it is. It's a race of beings from planet Nibiru, one of several races. The other few are, for example, the Enlil Anunnaki race collective and the Marduk Anunnaki race collective. Okay, getting this whole Zachariah Ascension vibe. Okay, they twisted the Anunnaki information. That's what Zachariah Ascension is all about. That was a hello. Akaya, the dark illuminated ones. You know, that group, they are bringing that. So you talk about the dark, so you're not disempowered by it. You're only assisting them if you want to stay ignorant of negative topics. Doesn't mean you become negative. by talking about negative beings, right? It's in your best interest to know the most you can about how you're being vampired, right? Well, these teachings tell you how, not only that, but how to protect yourself from it, how to get your DNA straightened out, how to become a master in energy and consciousness. Coming from the inner Christos guardians, coming from the guardian angelic nations, the Emerald Order, the Holy Elohai, all the universal Trinity races. Because we're all part of the same source. We're all from Source God. That's the common source we all have. We're part of God. We're part of the unified field. It's just broken down into different levels of itself. Just like we talk about the crystal body. The crystal body is a morphogenetic field. It's a spherical energy. It's consciousness. Machiwa. And it's there's different levels. There's a personal morphogenetic field. There's a planetary morphogenetic field, and then a greater sun or star system level Merkaba field. Okay, and then a universal level, galactic, universal, and eventually we get to the cosmic level. So it's all intertwined. It's all connected. And you're going to go through a series of evolutions, spiritual evolutions, ascension that's called. Spiritual ascension gets you from one level to the next level, ascend to the next level, ascend to the next level. You're going through a series of evolutions. You don't just stay a mortal human. You go through reincarnation, yes, but you're going to go into a new universe. Even the Bible talks about going into a new body. So do these teachings. You're going to be in a new body. We're going to be giants, okay, because over 12 feet tall, even. So we have super consciousness compared to this. It's literally called super consciousness, which is a planetary consciousness. So you're able to see the thoughts of all people on the planet. It's like a telepathy. Planetary telepathy. You have access to all thoughts, kind of like it was that professor in the mutant Marvel hero comics, right, or movies. The bald guy in a wheelchair. He's got this mind of the whole planet. That's like a collective consciousness. Have access to the planetary collective consciousness. Not like you're invading your people's privacy. This is all you now. This is one consciousness. You're part of that bigger consciousness now. Not just seeing from the single frame of one life. Remember, even on Earth, we are 1/12 a fragment of ourselves. Out of 12 pieces of our soul, we're one of those pieces. If there's 12 of us, what we also call it a 12 tribe. Machiwa, holy ones. I thank you so much for being with me. Bless all of you who stayed late with me, who have understanding, who are kicking and chilling. Some positive people. Yeah, we got someone's with a motorcycle who lives near me, so sometimes they come and I can't stop that, you guys, sorry. Yeah, we're all alive. We're all alive. Yeah, it's all spirit. Even the body is spirit, but just one level of it. Just like everything goes down to the subatomic level. Okay, you talked about being part. Your body is made of molecules, chemicals. You're made out of atoms, subatomic particles. We're made of particles. So every single particle is alive, is made of God's consciousness, is part of the unified field. So everything breaks down to particle units. The Guardians call these ultra micro particles. Scientists on Earth haven't made it down that small yet. They're still looking at quarks. So, one of the smallest particles they think, but it's not. You guys aren't even close. You have to go several more generations before you reach the nanoparticle, or not the nanoparticle. What did I say? Oh, I never put my headdress on. Ultra microparticle. Yeah, I never put my headdress on. It's stuck to the other one. I'm trying to unstick them. Okay. Yeah, that's because I was channeling something that sounded like Native American, but... Wait. My cheese. Yeah. It's got a lot of energy. It's got a lot of frequency from the drum circles, man. And that's the main reason why I got it, to wear at the drum circles. So blessed holy ones. And people can talk their smack, but I've not just spoken Native American languages, I believe, from different time periods, but I've seen them, man. I've seen them lucidly. And so I know I had lived many of these, even chieftain, because I see them real clearly. And so it's been beautiful just to even represent a piece of that. But then I'll get attacked for wearing it. You're not a Native American. It's not Native American. I'm not associated with any tribe. Sorry, no tribe here. This is called a shaman headdress from my shaman days. What's up? I don't follow shamanism now or any of that. I mean, I have books and all this stuff. Astrology. I have different magic books. I was all into that stuff. So I know where you're coming from. And that's why there's all kinds of people trying to say this or that, or that's not Yahweh. You don't know who Thoth is. And hello, this is a whole teaching. There's a whole bunch of information. Whatever you think, well, if I want to go away, it's not going anywhere. It's still here. Machiwa, holy ones. I choose to serve light, to serve Creator, God's original intention for this, even written in a covenant called the Emerald Covenant. Okay? We got to remember our covenant, homies. What's up? Spiritual gangsters, spiritual G's. Gangsters in the Christos. Yeah? Emerald Covenant gangsters. A gangsta is just a gang, a group of people coming together. We're gangsters, G. Sup, G? Sup, gangsta? Gangster in Christ, but from the Christos. Yeah, baby. And Jeshua was a spiritual badass. Jesus, Jeshua, was the last official 12-strand avatar on planet Earth. Do you think you can activate all 12 strands? I mean, fully activate? That was Jesus, homie. Yeah, praise Jesus. Oh, praise means not a good thing, right? Praise. No, that's like kindness. Never mind. Well, I guess it could have different definitions. I meant the positive one, of course. So, anyways, bless Jesus. Just remember, Holy Ones, that he was an indigo child. Bless Jesus. Powerful indigo child, powerful psychic, powerful. He was part of what's called the Essenes, a mystic. What do you call that? Society. There's negative societies. We talk about the dark illuminated ones. But you guys, there's guardian societies. Guardian magic. Which is what? Mastery over energy to your bit, to whatever intention you're trying to move energy. So you feel energy. You see it. You feel it and you see it. You will begin to. You stay on this course, Holy Ones. You become knowledgeable and you will start to have paranormal, psychic experiences because you're perceiving extrasensory. You're perceiving other worlds. What's up? Yeah. Do some of you trigger when I put that on? Or are you one of those beautiful brothers and sisters saying, yeah, Anuhazi, what's up, Fabian? Achie, what's up? Give me 5, brother. Sister, what's up? Give me a hug. Let's do a bear hug. A Christos bear hug. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm glad I got to share that with you. I actually should have wore this on my birthday, but at least it's still September. What's up? I actually got one headdress made for me before that. And there was actually another one that got ruined, that got broken in shipment or something. So I can't show you that one. It was a cool one too. But this one's not as comfortable as the other one, but it is beautiful. I like it. But it might not work on my green screen because it's green. Oh shit, I didn't think of that. Yeah, it's not even showing up green on the camera. Anyways. It looks like it's black. It's not black, you guys. It's actually green. What a trip. Yeah, what's up? How you doing? We got this. So are you connecting to your roots? Are you feeling those other lifetimes? Maybe you were a druid. Raise your hand if you think you're a druid. If you're part of some shamanic line. Or maybe you're a Lemurian. You remember your Atlantean days. It might be coming through. This is your memories, man. These are something that we haven't thought about in a while. But it's part of who you are. It's your identity, your memory, and your lifetimes in Lemuria and Atlantis. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, it's beautiful, baby. Glad I got to share that with you. Woohoo! Yeah, I think I'll take this to the next dry lake bed drum circle. Because it's been ages since I do that. I used to use my staff until it got broken. So I don't use it on my show anymore, but it's the replica from Lord of the Rings. It's the Gandalf staff. Let me grab it. It's right here. Chikas Masul Hamakahaye Akash Masul. Yes, when I asked that question, do you remember your druid days? Aqueous. Aqueous. Acreon, Mochita. Wizard. Okay, King Arthur. Wizard. Shuko. It's like weird to just remember your past lives or future lives. Like you have these different memories, these different incarnations, you have these different experiences. And that part of yourself that's another piece of your own identity, because we've lived all these different space-time locations. They're all us. It's all God, having all these expressions and all these experiences apparently perceived as individual experiences. It's still everything's in the Akashic record, right? Everything's in the memory of God, the mind of God. God has no faults in its memory. God remembers every single thing. Like we deal with faulty memory. Some of us can't remember past 5 minutes. What did I just do? Don't raise your hand if you are. But some people have bad memories. 1444, I see 1444, 1444, it's 4 4s. 757 views. So we got this going on, homies. It's a spiritual awakening happening on planet Earth. Okay, it's part of the Stargate opening, Stargate closing cycle. Some of the Stargates are still opened, and they're going to progressively close one at a time. Right now, the 7th one is closed. Now we're working on the 6th one. Eventually, the sixth one will close. And then the highest one will be the 5th dimension will be open. See, you already lost connection to Gaia. Because Gaia is in density universe 3, which is dimensions 7, 8, and 9. Because it starts with 7. 7. If you're not getting connected to the 7, you're not getting connected to Gaia. You're stuck in the Earth-Tara system until you recover that. Mashiwa. It's your Templar. You call yourself a Templar guardian? Well, awaken yourself, Templar. Awaken your Templar. Because you're calling yourself one. Eventually you'll be a master Templar. What do you think these secret societies are about? They have some religion, and you would say they have some spiritual belief involved. You're following their religion. The elite's religion, or the ET's religion. The worship of these ETs, that's what worship of gods. You're worshiping not gods, but ETs with dark agendas. You're feeding them frequency. These are phantom worlds, and this is how phantom works. They feed off of your worship. And they also steal energy from entire planets. They feed off the whole time matrices. They're feeding the beings from another time matrix are siphoning energy from our time matrix through a technology that's connected to our phantom time matrix. The phantom matrix. That's what I meant, phantom matrix. So they can siphon energy. And we talked a little bit about that in my previous interview with Becca. And so I'll be making a video about Metatron too. I was already in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of it. It's going to take a while because I still have to make regular videos every day. Or not every day, but right now I'm working on the Athean video. I gotta take a drink real quick. The Gold Flame Seraphim Athean Mantis race. So I'm creating the art for it. Oh, I showed you at the beginning of the show. Okay. So yeah, that's why I was late. I was getting so caught up in creating this, and I'm like, I totally forgot space out time. Yeah, Bryce, you're right. Autism is part of the indigo problem. You know, people, I mean, it's part of the system that they developed that attacks the indigo children. And notice they also, it's this whole thing of getting these misbehaving kids, a lot of them indigos, because they're being rebellious because they have a Nephilim soul essence inside them with the Orifeme indigo. So you see there's a connection right there, the Orifeme. The indigos are connected to them, to the Orifeme. And we're created by the Orifeme. So, yeah, our heritage is badass, man. And we don't think of it ourselves that way because people are too busy judging each other and putting their own selves down. People don't love their own self. We're in some type of vampirism, chaos. We got sadness, depression. We got death, sacrifice, murder, kidnapping, raping, all this horrible stuff, man. You know that is dark, fallen, angelic influence. Fallen angelic beings influencing our world. And if you don't see it as an attack, you know, so this is why it matters that we learn how to protect ourselves. If you're one of those love, light, and clueless, you know, kind of people, well, you're going to be railroaded. You'll have no clue. You'll be clueless. That's why we're calling you clueless. You'll become clueless to what's happening, what's going to happen. You'll say, why isn't this working? Because you have no clue. You're clueless. You only see love and light. You don't see the darkness. You don't see. You see, you don't see. I don't see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. You see the darkness. Doesn't mean you become dark. And don't live in fear. We talk about what the F is going on, just like you try to protect your kids from the darkness in the world. Like children, you protect them because they can't protect themselves, so we have to protect them. Someone protects us, you know. When you're aligned with these, it's like a frequency, man. You align with the frequency or you don't. And if you're making the wrong choices, your frequency is going to go off, but you could always bring it back. This is why you're not damned. You can't do the blame game. You can't blame nobody. Instead of spending your time blaming, start spending your time changing, evolving out of this old pattern that you're so used to. You're just stuck in a rut. You can go beyond the rut. It's free will choice. Just command it. Say, I choose this now. Whatever I had before, I release. I let go. This is my spiritual will. I choose this, whatever it is that you want to manifest. Command it. Not like authority or something, but like state it as so. You got to state something for it to become so. Otherwise, the thought is not moving. The energy is not moving there. To put the energy there, say it, see it. Now you're moving energy to, it's even at a quantum level. They know that when you put consciousness on something, that's when changes are happening. Put your it's you putting your changes in the matrix. So, and then those changes are experienced by the rest of the collective. And so everyone's being exposed to many different, visualizations, visions. People see different things based on their distortions. Like people will have different distortions. Pucha, smashia. I'm so blessed and graced to have you guys be with me. I'm sorry it was late, but I'm glad we did a long live so we can still, explore some topics. So I appreciate all of you who are, even if you disagree with me on some things, but still stick around because you're still learning something. And I just want to say that, you guys, we don't have to disagree on everything. Okay? Honestly, we can still be friends. You can still be subscribed to this channel and check out some of the things that you do have a connection to. So, and remember, I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. And so we all have various tastes, or maybe we're a little bit biased in a certain path. That's always based on your own alliances and alignments throughout all your lifetimes. See, you have to consider not just your own karma, but your own avatar collective. Every one of those is made up of different lifetimes, different individuations, different manifestations. So spirit without body becomes inside a body. This is why we use the word embodied. It is consciousness that is embodied in your physical body. Let me be more specific. It's fourth dimensional consciousness that's in the third dimensional body. Okay? So it's always above the body. You're not the body. Your true identity is the fourth dimensional astral consciousness. And its true identity is the fifth dimensional archetype consciousness. And it's the identity of the celestial angelic consciousness. And it's the identity of an archangelic collective consciousness. And it's the identity of an avatar. It keeps going on and on. So we are all of these beings. And you can start to connect to each one, or different ones, or certain ones. It all depends on your own ability to perceive them, right? So these teachings will teach you how to perceive your avatar, your Christos avatar, baby. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I know it's already 10, so that's late. So thank you guys for coming to my live. Blessings to all of you. And I think I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. I love you, sweethearts. It's all good, Samantha. Samantha Manthana. That's cool, Samantha Manthana. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. You said it, Bruce. Bryce, sorry. It's Bryce. I have an uncle named Bruce, so. Machiwa Zen Piano. What's up, Zen? Woohoo! Yeah, thank you, Stardust Goddess. Stardust Christos Goddess. Christos is my middle name, too. Maybe you're my twin. Is that a coincidence? Stephen Oswald. What's up, Holy One, brother? Much love, Celine. Thank you for all your service. Yeah, you said it, Celine. I love you, Sir Mandism. I like your new username. You sound like a gentleman. Omni Christos love to you all. Oh yeah, you said it, Bryce. It's affirmation time. Let me take a drink of water. Oh, okay. Shaddai Ude Akumtan. Shaddai Ude Akumtan. Shaddai Ude Akumtan. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Bless all of you, holy ones. Machiwa, angelic humans, indigo, magi, holy grail line, priest kings, magi kings, shutas, azarites, oraphim, Elohai, Seraphi, Braharama, Melchizedek, blessings, Guardian Alliance, blessings, Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, blessings, Machiwa, to the Ayani races, to the Ascended Master races, to the Guardian Angelic Nations. Woohoo, Guardians! Angelic Nation! Yeah, baby, what's up? Star Leagues, other worlds, star seeds. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. Remember, that's the 12th dimensional chakra. That's pure white. See a pure white Merkaba, baby. And when you got those two things turning, you see that energy field? You see what that shape is? Looks like a like, what's that Sands of Time thing called? So think about time going down. Your energy is being, falling. Machiwa, Holy One. Bless all of you. Kiss all of you. Let's make love. Starseed sex. Sorry. That's just the medicine talk. Or is it? I'm just being silly now. Sorry about that. Silliness. But, I want to eat some alkaline chili. That means vegetables only tomatoes, bell peppers, green and red, and only onion, and only carrots and cucumbers, and sometimes some squash of some kind. But there's one I'm missing with the F. Celery. How could I forget celery? Okay, celery. And then I used to put tomatillos, but that was the original recipe. But I realized tomatillos didn't have a strong flavor in it or anything. And it was always so hard to find good-sized tomatillos. They're always like tiny, like freaking tiny at my grocery store. So I dropped that from the recipe, but added those other veggies. So yeah, and those chickpeas. Add some chickpeas in there. I make a big pot so it lasts me almost like 10 days. And so, yeah. And then kick back, relax maybe, watch a movie while I'm eating. I would prefer to eat my last meal in the afternoon, but sometimes I just like to eat when I'm done working or something. But bless all of you guys. You guys are cool. You're beautiful. Thank you guys. Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Indigo, little alien, if you're out there. Thank you, all of you who are into the teachings. Thank you for being members. Those who are members, you help me live, and I'm just totally being honest. This is how I can do this work full time. If it wasn't for and I thank you all again who did donate, so I can survive and keep on teaching you full time like I'm doing now. And I love to teach. And I know you guys love to learn. You're learning on your own. You're watching the videos too. These are our teachings. We're meant to come together, you guys. We're meant to make communities. Come together in community. So thank you guys, all of you who attended. You're in community and you're speaking and you're meeting friends here in chat. And bless all of you in Australia and all the different countries, UK, Canada, New Zealand. I have a group in New Zealand that wants to interview me. I have so many different offers now. I gotta figure my schedule out, right? But yeah, blessings to all of you. I will try to do regular interviews, not like every week maybe, but I want to start doing more interviews. And since I'm figuring out how to do Zoom meetings, I want to know your guys' ideas. Those of you who stayed, bless you who stayed. Let's come up with some ideas for Zoom meetings. I'm going to do a Zoom meeting with you guys, but what should the main theme of, give some ideas of different things we can make Zoom meetings for. Maybe each person can talk about their experiences or how they got into spirituality in general. It doesn't have to be always about the Christos, but something kind of related, but at least spiritually related, or even paranormal related. We like to hear your stories, and why not come with us and share it live? I would prefer that you guys would have the camera with the rest of us. But if you think you absolutely don't want to show your face, but you want to share your story, well, write me and we can talk about it. But otherwise, let's get together I'm being for real this time because it took me a while to figure it out and all this. And but now I'm at the point ready to have you guys come in. Even my moderators, like Indigo Wizard, I can interview you guys even just for 5 minutes. Or you don't even have to be interviewed. You guys could just come here and say, I want to see if I can do a segment on your Zoom meeting. So the camera would be put on you. And so you can speak on our live, right? And get the message out to 375,000 people. Well, that's only if I shared it to Instagram and TikTok. Otherwise, and also Facebook. But I don't even do that to all my own live videos. But maybe I would pay special attention to the ones with you guys in it, because those would be little miniature videos that could be kicked out to even more people, and you can also share on your platform. So this is a group effort. Thank you for those who are trying to bring this group together. Those of you who are serving, thank you guys for serving. Bless all of you. I serve. This is my dedication, my devotion, my heart, my mind is into this. I always want to come from a space of integrity. You heard an example of my prayer today. That's how I like to pray before every live. Besides try to put up your Maharic seal and just live a Christ life. Like a Christos-oriented life. Live a life of unity. Live a life of joy and happiness. You can still experience it here. Bless all of you and your journey. You're all brave warriors and healers. You're all awakening in your own right. You all bring your own piece of the code to the table. We respect and love every piece. We need as many of our pieces of the shield, as many pieces of our group, our Guardian Alliance group. Not Galactic Federation. Don't get confused, please. We're working the Emerald Covenant, the Emerald Order. Not everyone's aware of them because they're not in New Age. But you found this information for a reason. You've watched Ashiana videos. You're learning from the Emerald Order teachings. You're part of it. You're drawn to this work. More than likely, you are an indigo child. You are going through a spiritual awakening. You are experiencing paranormal, supernatural things. There's nothing wrong with you. Allow it to happen. Trust your higher instinct, your higher intuition. That's your higher self. Put intention and affirmation and make it a spell even, positive, right? Not taking energy. But you're sending energy into this manifestation. You will make it happen. I will understand this information. I will find the information. Ask your higher selves to help you, to guide you to find the information that you seek. Be specific. Word it out. Speak it out. I mean, even if it's inner speech, you're saying it. Even if it's mental, it still counts. It's always stronger though if you speak it out loud, but sometimes you can't speak out loud, right? So we become experts in that. We should be living like that. We should be making decisions like that. We don't need to use no tarot cards. Bless you if you use tarot cards. It's no offense. I'm just saying that some people base it on their higher self, which is, I think, is good. So, but not most New Age is doing that. Most New Age is, it's called the channeling movement for a reason. So they're not relying on their own inner Christos. Like tonight, you heard me not channel, but light language from my own self. And I was there. I could have stopped at any time. I'm in control. And it's always positive. I mean, you saw it was positive. And so, but people will say whatever. Bless them and bless you, Holy Ones. I'll see you on the flip-flop. Check out my next videos. My next one's about the mantis Athean beings from the gold flame seraphim races. Seraphim. The mantis race, the Athean praying mantis race. Praying mantis. But not exactly like our insect. Come on. They're people. Just like there's cat people. There's bird people. There's whale people. And these are just the guardian races. Machiwa. I can't wait to get to the dinoids. They all don't look like what we see on Earth. Dinoids are a huge various extraterrestrial species. Excuse me. So they can look at different appearances. And I think I'm going to have fun with that video. I might do those next because I'm trying to do all the seraphim races. I've done a video on the Omicron. I've done a video on the Odedicron. I've done a video on the bird people now. I've done a video on the dinoids, dragon moths. They're called Omicron dragon moths. They're dinoid. I would say, maybe you could say, since it is dinosaur, that's part reptilian anyways. But they call dinosaur a separate race, maybe. Called dinoid. So they're dinoid insectoid. So that's what Omicron is. Dinoid insectoid. And maybe some reptilian, right? So these guys were aggressive. They were more aggressive than the other race called the Odedicron, which are winged reptilians. I've done a video on the Odedicron too. So Athean is a guardian race that didn't fall. So even though they might look scary looking to people, insect eyes, and they're really tall beings. They're a lot taller than the Greys. The Greys are shorter than us, but the Athean are up to 12 feet tall. These praying mantis, can you imagine seeing a giant praying mantis being? You might be scared to death. But if you felt the energy of the being, and it probably is very graceful and beautiful, not a scary and monstrous version of, a more blessed version, you would say. I didn't say blessed virgin. Version of itself. So, anyways, it takes me forever to say goodbye. I'm so sorry. Bad Anahazi. Bad Fabian. Sorry. Mwah. Have a good evening. Peace. Sweet dreams. Yeah. Bye to Australia. Down under. All you homies down under. Peace, everybody. See you next time. Yeah. Woohoo. We did our affirmations, homies.